Hello and welcome to English Podcasts with Mohammed Kurbatli. This is episode 2 about IELTS. In today's episode, we will talk about renewable energy and sustainability. This is an important topic for IELTS speaking, writing, reading, and listening because it relates to the environment and how to preserve it for future generations. And these are important topics in IELTS. In this episode, I will explain what renewable energy is, why it is important, how it works, and what challenges it faces. Let's get started. First, what is renewable energy and why is it important? Renewable energy is energy that comes from natural sources that never run out. Examples of renewable energy include solar energy, that's energy from the sun, wind energy, that's energy from the wind, and hydro energy, that's energy from water. These types of energy do not pollute the air and do not contribute to global warming. In contrast, fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas are not renewable because they run out. In addition, they cause pollution and increase carbon dioxide, CO2, in the air, which leads to climate change. Governments around the world are investing in clean energy to protect the planet. This will help us to achieve sustainability. Sustainability is a way of life that can continue for a very long time into the future. So let's recap the basic terms of renewable energy and sustainability. First, of course, we have renewable energy itself, then solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, fossil fuels, and sustainability. So if we use non-renewable energy sources like coal, oil, and gas, they will run out and damage the environment. On the other hand, renewable energy sources, including solar, wind, and hydro energy, are unlimited and are very clean. Thus, they help us achieve sustainability. Here's an example of an IELTS speaking question about this topic. What are the advantages of renewable energy? Your answer might say, renewable energy is better for the environment because it does not produce carbon dioxide or other harmful gases. It also comes from natural sources that never run out. Thus, we can always depend on it. Now let's consider how renewable energy works in more detail. First, solar energy comes from the sun's light, which is captured by solar panels. These panels change sunlight into electricity. Wind energy, on the other hand, is produced when the wind turns the blades of a wind turbine. These spinning blades power a generator, which creates electricity for people to use. What about hydroelectric power or hydropower? Well, it uses moving water from rivers or dams to make electricity. The water turns a turbine, which runs a generator that produces electricity. Finally, we should note that advances in technology are making renewable energy systems more efficient and more widely available around the world. Now let's consider an IELTS example writing question for task 2. The question might say, some people believe that all countries should use renewable energy. Do you agree or disagree? Your answer might start like this. While renewable energy still has some limitations, I completely agree that all countries should use it whenever possible because it is better for the environment and will never run out. In this essay, I will explain in detail these two main benefits of renewable energy. And here is an example IELTS speaking question. What type of renewable energy is most common in your country? Your answer might say, in my country, solar energy is very common because it is sunny most of the year. That's why many people use solar panels to generate electricity for their homes, and many companies use them to produce power for their factories and offices. Let's now consider some common challenges of renewable energy. First, solar panels and turbines and other related equipment can be expensive to install, maintain, and replace over time. Dams can also be extremely expensive to build. Next, many renewable energy sources depend on the weather. For example, solar energy needs sunlight, wind energy needs wind, and hydro energy needs rain. Thus, such sources may not be always reliable. Next, not all countries have the right conditions for every type of renewable energy. For example, some countries are very cold and do not receive a lot of sunlight for solar energy to work. Therefore, countries need to choose well which type of renewable energy to use. That said, the technology is improving and renewable energy is becoming cheaper and more efficient. Here's an example IELTS question for part 3. What are the disadvantages of renewable energy? Your answer might go something like this. One disadvantage of renewable energy is that it can be costly to install. For example, solar panels and the necessary equipment require a high initial investment. Additionally, renewable energy systems do not perform well in all weather conditions. For instance, solar power systems are less effective in extremely cold countries. And so we come to the conclusion of this episode. To summarize, let's say that renewable energy is a great way to protect the environment and fight climate change. At the same time, it never runs out. It includes solar, wind, hydro, and other types of energy. The biggest advantages is that it's clean, sustainable, and reduces pollution. However, there are some challenges, such as high costs and weather conditions. In the future, more countries will use green energy to protect the planet. Thank you for listening to English Podcasts with Mohammed Kurbatli. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Also, to get private online classes from me, contact me on my WhatsApp number listed in the video description. Bye for now.